Here's a little update of what's going on with some of the cabinets I've had. The ones I bought that one day where I bought 4. So this cabinet here that was originally a War Gods that I did, I just didn't have room for it in the house and really didn't like the look of the cabinet. So I tore it apart and sold the War Gods stuff out of it. I'm going to turn this into a Street Fighter II Championship Edition, but the Rainbow, which is a kind of a rare PCB that's kind of like a turbo edition. So I had the this control panel here left over from a Tekken game that I bought a long time ago that I tore out of another cabinet, which was an MK4 cab, and kept this here. So I kind of put this together. I ordered from Main Marquees a marquee that's going to go up there and a control panel overlay. You can see I got the joysticks in there just to kind of fit them, make sure they fit, but it's all wired up and ready to go. On the back here you can see the buttons are all drilled out. I didn't do this. This was done from whoever I bought the game from. The NFL Blitz, I'm still waiting to find a PCB that'll work in here. The board somehow got fried or broken in delivery. Not really sure. It's kind of a letdown. Kind of put this thing on hold. So I've got the Blitz marquee and put the bezel moves on there. There's the 4-player dedicated control panel. The NBA Jam is on eBay right now. If it doesn't sell, it's fine with me, really. I kind of like the look of the game, but I'll sell it someday. I just don't have the room for it inside the house, but hopefully it'll sell. But there's the Killer Instinct. I got the marquee. You can see the side art. The control panel is in pretty decent shape. I'm going to need to drill a new piece of... I'm going to start using Lexan instead of plexiglass due to the fact that you can pretty much shoot it with a gun and it will not crack or spider or anything like the plexiglass does, and you can drill a hole through it like butter. But the only problem is it scratches a little easier than plexiglass does. Here's the MK2 that I'm restoring back. This one's actually in probably the best shape. I've shown this one before that I've ever seen. I filled in a couple of holes down here on the coin door part of the cabinet down here with some wood filler that I'm going to repaint. I'm just going to repaint the whole front of it here, but here's the front of the control panel. I'm replacing the T-molding. There's a piece of plexiglass right here that I'm going to drill. You can see I already have the markings on the plexiglass there for where I'm going to drill the holes. So that's my next project, to get that up and running. I'm probably going to sell that since I have a pretty nice one inside that is almost as nice as this, but I just don't feel like taking the other one out and putting it in and going and all that. So I put the board in there. I think you can see it right there. I think I'm going to turn this into a dedicated MK2, but I'm also going to put the MK1 board in here and sell it. So it'll be really MK1 and 2 all in the same cabinet. So there's a little update for you. MK2, I'm going to put that once it's done on eBay or on Craigslist, or find somebody that's interested in it. Killer Instinct, haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or sell it. NBA Jam's for sale. The Blitz kind of on hold because I'm not going to spend any more money on game boards or anything. And then that one down there I'm going to turn into the Street Fighter, like I said. So there we go. I'm also waiting on a couple of monitors to get done. For this one here, I had a cap get done on that one, and then the Killer Instinct here. The one that's going in the Street Fighter, it's actually in here. The monitor works, but there's some kind of irregular black bars that are on the left-hand side of the screen. I'm guessing it just needs something like a cap kit to kind of refresh it and make it kind of that nice fresh look, and that's about it. So here's a little bit of a update on what's going on in my garage and what's going to happen in the future.